I'd been hunting 2 days prior with my daughter. We came out Saturday and Sunday for the youth season hunt, and we'd seen a lot of birds. Had some get close, but as you would expect, hunting with an 8-year-old, it can be challenging to get a good clean shot on a bird. So although we had a few birds get somewhat close, not close enough for her. Well, my father shows up Sunday afternoon. He's going to hunt opening day with me here Monday morning. Of course, I give him priority and ask him where he wants to go. He decides he just wants to go down over the hill and kind of hang on the west side of the property. So I say that's fine. I'd heard a bird or two over on the eastern, middle to eastern portion of our property. So I figured I would just set up what we call the pines. I would set up on the edge of the pines and see how everything unfolds for the morning. Well, I do that. I get in there early, get set up. It's still relatively dark. Get the camera up, get the seat ready, and I hear a gobble, and it's not very far from me. It's 60 yards in a tree, just off to my right shoulder. Well, I start panning the treetops, trying to figure out where this turkey is. Well, I realize there's 4 or 5 birds up in the trees, not more than 60, 50, 70 yards, all throughout the skyline. Well, I get the camera pointed up, start taking videos of the birds in the treetops. Well, it soon becomes evident that there's multiple Longbeards in this area. I was hearing 4 and 5 Longbeards scattered throughout this area, and they were all on my side. I didn't hear, for whatever reason, I didn't hear any on the west side where my dad was, unfortunately for him. But there was quite a few above me. So I got the camera pointed up. I'm taking these, what I can, these videos of these turkeys in the trees. And I got 2 in particular that I can see pretty well. One's going in and out of strut on the limb. Well, as I'm doing that, I see two of them pitch down, and it's still pretty early. So I got at least two, maybe three on the ground. I got three or so that I can see still up in the tree. So I didn't really want to call until I knew all the birds were on the ground. So as I'm sitting there watching the birds directly in front of me, I hear a turkey pitch. And this thing comes, it hits the dirt 30 yards in front of me. So I got the camera off to my right. It's angling up to the trees, taking video of the birds in the trees, and this thing pitches and hits 30 yards in front of me. Well, when he hits, one, I can see he's got a big red and white head on him, and two, I can see his beard, and he's right in front of me. I mean, I can't reach over, grab the camera, and turn it because he's going to see me. I got my gun. Luckily, I had my gun up on my knee and kind of rested in my shoulder, so I didn't have a whole lot of movement to get my eye down on my scope, or on my open sights actually. So as I'm sitting there watching this bird, I realize he's a longbeard. See the beard. I can't mess with the camera, so I take the shot 30 yards. I'll drop him. He goes down. I grab the camera, turn it. I get some flopping after the fact. And as he's flopping, other birds are still up in the tree. And one hammers, so I start calling to try to calm everything down. Then the several that I was watching, they pitched down. It seems like at that point, probably 10 minutes after I'd shot, all the birds are on the ground. And I can still hear one gobbling just over the ridge from me. So I sneak over, grab my bird, grab my gear, grab all my stuff, and I start heading out of the woods. as I'm heading out, I look off to the south side of the property on the left side of the path, and I see one in full strut. And I don't think he saw me. There was him and another one. I stayed low and I kind of kept the dead bird between me and them, so I didn't see him fold up or anything. I slipped out of there, came up here, but definitely a flash hunt. I mean, this thing landed right in my lap. I don't know that I've ever had that happen. I've had them pitch close and then come in, you know, an additional 20 or 30 yards, but I've never had them where they pitch right to me and I shoot them right off the fly down. So definitely an interesting hunt.